Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick
Chick
Picker.
picker.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Maggie.
Oh, how's everybody?
Uh,
That good, huh?
yeah,
I'm barely
barely hanging on.
awake. Yeah, I woke up late this morning. I didn't get up till like 7:30. I'm like, "Grr." That's kind of late for me. I usually am up around 6 or so.
Well, glad you woke up.
Yeah.
Waking up is always a good thing.
They say that waking up is hard to do. Now I know.
Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Get the right channel on. Get my chat up. It was a busy weekend.
Was it?
Very busy. Busy, busy, busy.
Yeah.
That's a good. Do you have lots of sales?
I did.
Don't sound so
Awesome.
surprised.
I did have, it was a very busy, lots of sales weekend. I had 27 going out today.
Holy
Awesome.
snaggies.
That's great.
27? What?
That's amazing.
That is amazing. It's great.
I
I,
just,
I'm not complaining at all.
I thought I was having a good weekend with 14. Boy, you blew me out the water.
Well, that's good. That's a first.
I'm not even going to tell you how many I had. It's sad.
It's sad.
5, 6, which is good for me.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. Great, great,
I'm
great,
pretty
great.
happy.
But I got to see my baby boy,
Oh,
who's
Oh,
turning 29 in a couple of months. I'm like,
oh wow.
29? Crap, I'm old.
Well, I mean my daughter Tina is gonna be 33.
Jason
Anyway,
just turned Jason just turned 36. So
Where where did all this time go?
I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy.
they were just babies.
Fishing and Picking says, Valerie, did you know your shirt's ripped or is that just the style? Yes, I am aware that it has a hole and it is a style.
She's setting the style.
She's very on trend.
It says David Bowie World Tour 1978. So
I saw Resale Rabbit get in a bunch of shirts that had like 2 sets of collars on them like that.
yeah,
Morning, Craig.
yeah, it's definitely
The
the
thing to
style.
do.
I don't know. I when I looked at it, I was I when I got it wasn't this shirt because I knew that was the style, but there was another shirt. I think I got it for like Christmas or something, and somebody gave it to me. And I was looking at it, I was like, well, this is ripped.
Yep.
This is what's going on here. And they're like, no, that's the style.
How do you know? How do you know which hole to stick your head through when you're pulling it on? I guess.
Oh,
I guess the largest hole is the one you stick your head through. I don't know.
I guess. Yeah.
Dang, Shirley. Shirley must be old like me. Got a grandson
Um,
gonna be 29.
yeah, that's great.
Oh, grandson's going to be 29. My grandson's a week old today.
Woohoo!
what a week it's been.
I know. It's been a rough one.
Yep.
See if we need to go. Need to check. What am I doing here? Sally's like, I'm in the green room. Let me in.
Let me in.
Sally,
Mhm.
Morning, Mike.
you made it.
Hello.
Are you done?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking to
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Are you done with your work?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mm.
that's good. That was a long track, huh?
Yeah.
Like it never ended.
What's wrong with your shirt?
Jeez,
She's on trend. She's the height of fashion.
this is the type. This is the style right now.
Really?
Yeah, I should have said, "What's wrong with it?" Oh my gosh! But I'll never wear this shirt again.
Really? That's the thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So I should just go and I'd be all right?
You either way, I guess. I don't know.
So it was like that at the thrift store? Where'd you get that?
It was at the thrift store. Yes.
Maybe that's why it was at the thrift store.
No, it's
I'm
supposed
so
to be
sorry.
like this. It's supposed to be like this.
I had to do it.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know that was the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, she just came from the mosh pit at that rock concert.
Yeah. Dirty bastard grabbed my collar and ripped my shirt. Ugh.
Oh my
gosh.
god.
All I did was bogart his joint, man. And he ripped my shirt.
You don't stick your head through my through any hole while putting on your pants, Todd. Try your
Oh my
arms.
gosh. Oh my gosh. I know, fishing and picking. Now your white t-shirts are in style now. Yep.
That's crazy.
Me and the milkman had an early episode this morning. Okay. Yeah.
How did you know that was a trend, Valerie?
Because I got a new shirt for Christmas, and I was like, well, this is ripped. And they said, no, that's the style. And so I was like, oh, okay. Then
Hmm.
I
Hey,
see a lot of shirts like this.
You've worn that other shirt before, but it had one loose collar on each side, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you have
I don't know.
something like that, but
Yeah.
it's not like that. It's different.
Yeah, this
It's-
just looks ripped.
Yeah.
But it's a David Bowie shirt. David Bowie World Tour.
Huh.
So yeah. Sally, can you guess how many packages I have going out today?
So many, and I only have
Let's
3.
guess. Let's guess.
You have 26.
Close. 27.
Dang, I was close.
Yeah, 27.
I know. I don't. My door's the wrong color too. It's
And it wasn't all clothing. I had jewelry, I had license plates, I had a brush, I had an ashtray.
wow.
What else did I have in there? There was these carburetor, it was like a filter and a spark plug for I think it was for like a lawnmower or small engine repair type of thing. Uh,
Awesome.
I mean, I sold a lot of clothes, but yeah, I had some jewelry, like three
I-
pieces of jewelry.
Jennifer and Liz.
No auction. They were all buy it now. The best one was last night. So I'm gonna come clean
Mm,
because I can't hold this stuff in. So I went to my mother-in-law's, took her present, and then I didn't stay. You know, I just kind of took the present in. I did give her a hug, but you know, and then I took off. And then I was like, you know, I just really don't want to go home. So I went into the bigger city, St. Joe, and went and had lunch. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't get like fast food very often. So when I'm out, I like to splurge a little bit.
mhm.
Got me went to Burger King, got me a meal, and then I was like, I'm gonna go see if Goodwill's open, and I did, and they were open.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm
And
jealous.
Me too.
so I found some really good brands. I found a pair of Lululemon shorts.
Ooh.
Found a which those sold. I listed those last night, and those sold probably within 2 hours. And we got an offer on them, of course, but it was a good offer. I sold them for $30.
Nice.
Wow.
So yeah, it was good.
What else?
I found some free people. One thing of free people, about 3 things of anthropology. What else did I find? I don't remember.
Morning, Jennifer and Bumcrack and Liz and Carol.
Hi,
Carol.
Everybody's coming in.
Oh, Carol. She's definitely keeping me accountable. She's like cracking that whip on me. Yeah. Then I found a bunch of ties. It wasn't anything like major, but I usually do pretty good with Tommy Hilfiger and Brooks Brothers. So I picked up a few of those. Good morning, Liz. But yeah, that's where I found this. And yes, I did wash it. So.
I like it.
You washed it?
I washed it.
Okay, good job.
And that R just, yeah. Washed it in the R.
Hi, Texas Val.
Morning, Val.
But yeah, so I mean, it felt good to get out. It felt good to, you know, go to the thrift store. You know, it just felt good. It felt good being out of the house, and amazingly, there was, you know, when I went in, I said, "Do you guys have any, like, do you have to wear a mask or anything like that?" And she said, "Well, we don't have any masks here. We ran out."
Wow.
And she said, "It's completely, you know, it's up to you if you want to wear one or not." So I didn't wear one. Actually, I need to be. Y'all probably want to kick me, but I don't have a mask. I don't know. All I heard was comments. And I don't usually wear a mask.
Yeah, but you have plenty of scarves and handkerchiefs, don't you?
Yeah, I actually keep a bandana in my purse just in case I get somewhere and I have to have one. But anywhere that I've gone, which is only Walmart, I just don't.
Here
I don't wear one.
it's mandatory unless you have a condition that like asthma or COPD or something that would make it hard for you to wear a mask. So I have asthma,
Mm-hmm.
you know, works out good.
Yeah. I think it should be optional,
Uh-huh.
but
Well,
and there was like families in there with kids, and there was a baby. He was probably less than a month old, and they had him in there toting him around, and
mhm.
so,
That's funny, Texas Val. Yeah, there's a lot of people that come in to the store with masks,
mhm.
and then they ask me why I don't have one on, and I said, well, actually, I'm, you know, they ask if it's mandatory. We're like, no, it's not mandatory, you know, here, but because there's some places that won't even let you into the store.
Right.
Yeah, here you're not allowed in without a mask.
Oh my God, my son's calling me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I just don't feel, and it's not because I used to wear a mask all the time in the hospital. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have an explanation for it. I believe that the virus is real, but I also believe that if you're gonna catch it, you're gonna catch it one way or the other. So, and that may be a little risky, but Fishing and Picking says the numbers keep climbing here. This is the second wave of numbers. I think the second wave of numbers is going to be huge. You know, like I've been telling a few people, our numbers probably 2 weeks ago were in the hundreds, like 200. Very, very, extremely low. Sally, what's she doing?
What's she doing? I can't see her.
She's just laughing. I mean,
Oh,
she's just cracking up laughing.
I had her son on the phone, right?
Yeah. And,
Morning, Karen and Hank.
but now it's almost like it has climbed so much. It's like 7,000 right now
Yeah.
of cases. And I mean, from 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago it was 200. Now it's 7,000. It's crazy.
Those are 7,000 who actually actively have the virus right now.
Right.
Not necessarily
Positive.
Liz
Well,
says,
and that's a cumulative. That's a cumulative. So
7,000 from the time it started. That
Right.
7,000 tested positive.
right from the time it started. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our numbers are climbing, but our hospitalizations and all are going down.
That's good.
Liz wants you to unmute her so we can hear what she's talking.
Oh my gosh, she would not be happy.
Liz says, I had to wear a mask at the salon. Oh, get it. Our salons are not open and won't be open till at least June 8th. We've got nothing. We've got no timeline for opening anything here. We're all shut down still. Get it.
And that's kind of what I've been saying, to the different people that I've talked to. I think for our numbers, what they were, and I understand they were just trying to protect everybody, but I think we closed down too soon.
Mhm.
And we're opening up too soon, because I think I definitely see it's traveling. I don't know where the track that it's traveling, but it's definitely just, it feels like it's just getting to us right now. Yeah. I don't know. But so that's that'll be, well, they haven't paid yet, but that'll be 2028. And do I have them packed up? Nope.
Nope.
Nope. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing after the show's over, is I'll be getting those packed up, and I'll have to tote them to the post office, probably. Get those shipped off. The whole Northeast is going to take a little longer to get going. We're swamped with the bug. Yeah. Karen's at the beach says June 7th is our new date.
Liz saw some New Jersey tags at Cades Cove yesterday in Great Smoky Mountains. They broke out. Yeah, they're not restricting your movement any longer. They're not like stopping you on the highway if you have out-of-state plates or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I feel all that anti sentiment has kind of really died down, which is a good thing. Because
I kind of agree with that, though. Not right now, but I think they should have been a lot more stricter in the
Early
movement
on.
of people early on. I really do think that would have, whether it was flights or it was, I'm still convinced
should
that
have
they
stopped
would
the flights.
they should have stopped the flights 2 weeks, and maybe that that wasn't going to control everything,
Right.
but it may have helped control the numbers a little bit. But and I've had some people that I told my brother that, and he was like, no, and he went through this whole rigmarole of
Cha-ching.
explaining, and hey, you got a sale?
What'd you sell?
Yeah, I sold
Video game?
bicycle parts.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a big lot of bicycle parts 3 or 4 months ago at auction.
Uh-huh.
And they've been slow sellers, but steady sellers. So
I got this thing yesterday. It was the brand on it was it Nomadic? Nomadic. Nomad, and then
NOMAD.
Nomadic. So I guess and I started looking up, I thought, because it was kind of shaped like a water bottle. So I was kind of like, well, maybe it's like a water bottle holder or something like that.
dang.
And they were just paying. So I picked it up because it was $1. I think it was $1.50 or something. Picked it up, got it home, started looking, doing research on it. It turns out it was the baggage. It's part of like a backpack, but it's the waist. Like on a backpack, how you get the thing that connects in the front. It's like a strap, so it's not so heavy all at once on your back. It kind of distributes the weight. So it was one of those straps. It wasn't the full strap though, because there's 2 of them that go together. So it was just one part of the strap. So, but those backpacks were going for like $300, and one full strap, if you just bought that alone, was like $40. So I listed this part for $20. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
That was I don't know. I put in there replacement, and it had like the the female end, and I was when I was listing it, I was thinking about it, and for the longest time I never knew what that meant. Like when they would say like a female end or a male end, it never like clicked. I thought that was so funny. I was just thinking about that last night. I was like, yeah, because I didn't find out just last night, but I mean, it was fairly recent, that I
Like this,
figured
Valerie,
it out.
like this.
I know, I got it. Yes, don't need no gestures. Sally's like, what in the heck is going on there? But yeah, those types of things just kind of crack me up, because it's like, how did you not know that? It just never clicked,
Actually, I was the same way, but I figured that out when I was like 9.
Okay, I feel really dumb now.
What do you mean a male ant and a female ant? Well,
I never put the two together, I guess you could say. Yes, Mike. Yes, Mike. I just didn't. I don't know. So,
Never mind when Todd handled it. Morning, Jody. Gosh, I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. I got to see all the kids' pictures and everything from their Mother's Day, and that was good. I wish I could have been there with them. What'd you do yesterday, Todd?
Oh, well, Gage came home and he actually surprised us. He didn't tell us he was coming home.
Oh, well, that's always good.
So,
because they don't get home very often, do they?
nah, and he just stayed the day. He went on back yesterday evening, but
yeah,
we grabbed up Gwen's mom and went out to eat at the social distancing Mexican food place.
Good.
They had the tables with signs on them. Don't sit here.
Oh,
sit
okay.
here. Don't sit here. And then they had the temporary menus, which they throw away after each customer touches one. And the printing was so small, I was like, enchiladas, taco, burrito, Tampico, I'll have that. So, and yeah, I listed some ceramic figurines. What else did I get done yesterday? Not much.
Not much.
Called my mommy.
That's good.
Oh.
Yep, I interrupted her right in the middle of her 4-layer dessert cake after her Mother's Day meal.
Wow.
And while she was talking to me, she didn't stop eating. I thought that was kind of rude. She kept saying, ooh, what? This is so good. So, yeah, you can be over 90 years old and still enjoy a 4-layer.
There you go.
Dump cake or whatever it was. It was, she was having a good day. She's missing all of us.
Yeah.
All she gets to see is her helper. She calls them her helpers. My helper now is Brenda. She's nice. They do a good job. they just dote on her.
Well, that's good.
They fluff her pillow and they bring her ice pack for her knee, and then I'm like, God, Mom, you need to do some. I don't care if you are 92. You need to do some of this for yourself. I know. I just take such advantage of them. But we're paying them so much money. They get paid. Okay, Mom.
She don't feel. Maybe heck. Sometimes mamas need to get doted on a little bit. So
Yeah.
maybe it's not such a bad thing. But I mean, I understand. You know, once you stop doing those things, it's like, you know, you never get it back if you have to. So I get it.
My brother and I are kind of wondering what to do about her house,
Yeah.
because it's like, if we sell it now and put the money in her monies,
Yeah.
then it's all going to get used up with her care if she lives another 7, 8 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Or if we sell it when she passes, then if she ever had to go on Medicaid because she ran out of her regular money, then Medicaid would make claims on the money when you sell
Yeah.
the house. So it's like,
Huh.
right now there's no good time to sell it.
Yeah.
Plus, selling it now with all the C word going around was kind of out of the question.
I was gonna say right now would be like, isn't it a buyer's market out there? Isn't the interest rate pretty low? And
The interest rates are low, so you'd think that would make it
you
I don't
know,
know, a seller's market? Or I don't know.
it would be a buyer's market if the interest
Would you,
rate's low, right?
does it work? Would it, you make more likely to sell at a higher price if the interest rate's low?
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know how
I
that
don't know.
works.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Mr. Sadie says, good morning, Mr. Sadie, by the way.
Morning, Mr. Sadie.
He says, where will you buy your gold and silver when managed payment starts?
Yeah.
No more bullion, coins, and paper money, and
Oh.
more.
It's still going to be there. You just won't be able to use managed payments. You'll have to use your PayPal account to buy it.
But
You won't be able to list it though.
Yeah, you can.
No.
you won't
Yeah.
be able to list it under managed payments.
Well, not under managed payments, but you can list it. Right?
No. You can't list it. You won't be able to list it on eBay
Why not?
because it will be a restricted category.
The auction professor did a whole show on that yesterday, day before. Once everybody's moved, although they say they're working on it, but once everybody's forced into managed payments, like right now, you cannot list that stuff under
Right.
managed payments.
I bet that gets worked out pretty quick, because there's some pretty big companies, online bullion dealers, that were online bullion dealers before they sell online from their own websites, but they also sold on eBay.
Yeah.
Big companies, multi-million-dollar companies, they're going to work it out, I bet.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Another category is vehicles. I can't imagine eBay giving up on all those vehicle sales. How much money do they make from vehicle sales? It's got to be able to be worked out, but I wouldn't even think about opting in.
Yeah,
right now.
I think they're trying to fix you know, the things that because I mean they need those good categories where they sell a lot of a lot of stuff, they need those open and they need people to
Yeah.
list on them. And yeah, so yeah, with managed, once you go over to managed payments, that is that's going to be a blocked restricted category, gold and silver. But
Haven't heard that.
I know that Beth is doing a show tonight with
With
Thrift
Thrift Daddy.
Thrift Daddy, yeah, and he's on managed payments and has been for, I don't know, 6-7 months. So maybe we'll find out some information. And morning,
Yeah.
Beth. I was just
And
talking about you.
That'd be a good place to go and ask questions if you have questions about the managed payments.
So I have a few questions that I'm gonna call. I'll be calling PayPal to find out, the answer. So maybe if I do that today, maybe I can give some insight. Put the link in the chat.
Here it is.
Oh, he put the link in the chat.
Oh, we did put the link.
I was
in.
like, Mr. Sadie, you're coming on?
Oh,
Anybody is welcome to come in. So we'd love to have you. He didn't want to do managed payments, but he likes it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, I have a few issues, but if I can call PayPal, work those out, then I'd be good. I'd be good. I'm ready for a change. It's all about change with eBay. Be on your toes. Don't get set in your ways, because that's just going to cause trouble. Gotta be able to duck and weave. So
I think it'll be fine.
I think so too. It has to be. Yeah, I was like on the end of my my shopping yesterday, because I'll go through the clothes, I'll go through the shirts, and then because that's really the area that I like to stick with, is the shirts, blouses, and stuff like that. I don't really do a lot of dresses, and I definitely don't do a lot of, I do like athletic wear, but I don't do a lot of, I'm trying to kind of phase out of the jeans and the skirts and stuff. I mean, I have them, but I'm just trying to kind of phase out of them.
I love jeans. I love jeans. That's funny, isn't it? But I sell almost no athletic wear. Like, I have no interest in athletic wear at all. It's so funny.
And it is, for me, it sells. I mean, the Nikes, the Lululemon, and so I was kind of just going through the shorts, seeing if I could, find anything that was good. And I came across this one pair of athletic wear shorts, because it kind of caught my eye because it had that mesh on it. Because now they do the mesh on the side. And so I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's Lululemon. So that made me happy. And then to sell them the same day, that was like, woohoo! Cha-ching!
That's awesome. I've never found Lululemon. But
So
I don't spend a lot of time looking through the athletics. So
yeah. And usually I can't remember. I think I got those shorts for like $4, $3.99.
awesome.
But at my local thrift store, I can get Nike or, you know, Nike and Adidas. I try to stick with Nike, Adidas, Lululemon. Those are the brands that I, you know, try to stick with. So
I've been selling bathing suits that I bought last year at TJ Maxx.
uh-huh.
We were in a TJ Maxx for some other reason, and they had the clearance rack.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought these bathing suits for $4 a piece, and I'm selling them for like, I sold it one last night for 50,
Wow.
and I sold another one I think for 75. So yeah.
Wow.
So I'm thinking maybe I should make TJ Maxx kind of part of my regular,
Yeah.
just the clearance. It was like this drop dead clearance rack. But yeah, it's another place to look.
I know Ronnie Hart times out. Is it TJ Maxx that he does? Anyway, a department store like that, he's got sales timed out in his area where he knows when they're going to have the big clearance stuff.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good.
He's done his research on when to go to those places.
Morning, Sally. Welcome back.
Thanks. It was Job. He had to call me and stop it, Mr. Sadie. He had to tell me that he got guinea pigs, him and his girlfriend.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Feels like a parent now, I guess.
Does he still have his ferret?
No, that was his other girlfriend's. Like,
Oh, I didn't realize she got the ferret.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Hi, Jody. Good to see you.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. It was funny though because he said, yeah, one is he's like there's one that has black, white, and brown, and I thought he said is mentally ill, and he actually said I named him Leo. He said, I thought you said he's mentally ill, and he goes, no, Mom. He goes, oh, that's so messed up. And yeah. So, and then he's got another orange and white one, and that's his girlfriend's, and she doesn't know what she's naming. Yeah, I guess it's a boy. Thanks, Karen. Well, I have another housemate right now.
Huh?
So Joda went to his girlfriend's house the other day, and then the next day he called and said, Mom, can you come get me and Holly? Her house like caught on fire. They had an electrical fire, and there was like this huge hole inside their house.
Oh no.
And so everybody had to find like places to go.
Uh-oh.
You know, so.
Morning, Julie.
So she's living there now? Or staying there? She's staying there.
For a minute, yeah.
Gotcha.
Hopefully a minute.
No. What else you gonna do?
Well,
this is the one that Job previously dated.
Oh.
Wow, that was a look, Valerie.
Sticky situation.
Well, you know?
They have tents at Walmart you can set up in your backyard.
Well, it's snowing outside right now, so I don't think that'd be a good idea. We still have snow.
That's crazy.
Can you believe that?
Just
No.
let them in to brush their teeth and go pee, and then back out you go.
Yep.
I know, right, Karen? And Mr. Pickens says, "Whoa, tell me more."
Oh my gosh.
You get you a Facebook and or get on Instagram or something, and we'll talk fishing and picking.
Man. Beth, I put the link in the chat if you want to come in.
I am not. Job got guinea pigs. That's it.
Morning, Julie.
We not doing no babies yet.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, Jody, yesterday, oh my God, it snowed so much yesterday. We probably, I mean, I say a lot, but it's a lot for right now.
Right.
It was probably an inch. Or maybe even a couple of inches or whatever. And it's, I mean, it's not, we've had several of those. This ain't nothing.
We've had plenty of scandals in our family. This would just add a notch to it.
Patty says, if they have kids, I would have been your aunt, but I'm your mom.
Oh my gosh.
What's the matter?
Yeah, it was almost a whiteout here yesterday. It was pretty insane. But you know, it always freaking does this. Usually it quits by about Easter. But sometimes we get snow like on Mother's Day. It's a weird thing. It's like almost every year we get snow on Mother's Day.
That's crazy. I am definitely not moving to Michigan. I can tell you that. Nope.
It's not super cold. It's probably like 39, 37, something like that. But still, it's
Yeah.
the snow makes it colder.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that all the time too with us too, Patty. I mean, like all of our lives, we had drama situations and shit happen. We have 2 first cousins that married each other.
Who gets bragging rights? Does one congratulate the other?
Oh no, it's like who gets
It's definitely, oh god.
who gets to win in that situation, you know?
Yeah. And today it's 46, Jody. Well, that's good. I mean, at least it's
Yeah, I don't think it's that
not
cold
too
here.
bad.
It says 34 now.
Uh-huh. Todd, I have a question.
Okay.
So on a watch, so I was working on some watches.
Yeah.
When you take off the back and you have, like, I have this, I think this one is a Seiko. So it's a woman's watch. And when I take the back off, I don't see a battery. All I see is a bunch of the works of the watch, the gears and all that. I don't see a battery at all.
It's a winder.
It's a winder upper.
Probably not. Has it got like a half moon shaped thing that goes around and around? Like a half a
back?
circle thing on
in the back.
Not on the back, but
No,
on the
in the
movement.
back of and inside of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know it's Swiss. It's got a Swiss movement. I know that much.
That's awful, Karen.
Probably an automatic
An automatic. So what does that mean?
self-winding.
So I have to wind it?
No, you don't wind it. It winds itself by wearing it.
Oh, one
There's
of
a
them.
little half circle that's a weight,
Uh-huh.
and it's on a center pivot. And every
Uh-huh.
time it goes around, it winds the watch a little bit.
Oh.
It has a stem, right?
No, well, yeah, but the stem isn't to wind it. The stem
it's
is
just
to
a-
just set the time.
Yeah. This is what I got.
No, that's a hand wind.
It is a hand wind.
Yeah, there's no center pivot weight on it.
Okay.
So is it working? Did you try winding it?
Yeah. And I didn't do anything.
Is it just spinning around and around?
What?
Because
Shoot it with a little bit of your deoxit. Be careful not to overspray.
And
but
what is that called?
deoxit
Deoxit?
D5.
D5. Deoxit. Okay. I don't have any of that. I have to get some of that.
It's expensive. This is like $9 a can, but it lasts a real long time.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sadie, that she lost her mom. That is hard.
Yep.
But probably 50% of the time,
Oh,
if a hand wind is not working, it's just got a little dirt or corrosion in it.
So what would you recommend? Should I try like wearing it and see? Oh, you said it was a hand wind.
Yeah, shoot it with the deoxit D5 and then,
Okay.
but if you shoot too much of it, that deoxit will leak through the mechanism and drip on the
Oh,
crystal on the inside, which is
you don't want that.
a mess. So just barely hit it.
Just a little dab will do you.
Yeah, and maybe hold the watch 90-degree angle and shoot the deoxit at an angle and have a napkin or something underneath.
Okay. All right.
You just want to get a little lubrication on the moving parts.
Right.
That's what he said.
Sally, shame on you, naughty.
Yep. Naughty girl.
you mean the male and female parts?
Mission Pickens says
I-
that gal
I
is
will-
trying. That gal
No.
is trying hard to make Sally her mother-in-law.
You'll never live that down, Valerie.
I will never live that one down. I will never live that down. Sally, I told them that on the on what was it, the parts, the male and female parts, like I never knew what that meant.
She never knew why they were called male
I
and female
never knew why they
connectors.
were called male or female. It just didn't, I don't know, it didn't click.
Because one has a this and one
I-
has a this.
Yeah, I never got that. I didn't get that. I didn't
That's
get
what I
that.
said.
Yeah,
Oh, is that why you're going like this?
Yes.
that's exactly what it
You see that? And I was like, oh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's why. So, yeah, I'm never going to live that down.
I've known that since I was a kid. Like, because
How did you know that though? Did somebody tell you
because
that?
yeah, I think Dad did. I think Dad was
Well, that
trying
had to have been
tell me.
awkward.
Yeah. But I think he was talking to me about car parts or something.
Right.
And he says, you got to have this male part to go into this female part, and I was like, okay.
Hello,
I didn't-
Anamora.
I was embarrassed. I probably blushed and ran away or something.
He was probably crying or something. I don't know.
So, yeah, see this cable. Oops.
Oh, now we're gonna get
It has
educated now.
two
Sex education 101.
two male parts. So this is one of those weird cables. Never mind. Okay, I didn't say that.
2 male parts are perfectly okay nowadays.
Yeah, it
Oh.
All
is.
good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
Okay, change of subject. Look at
yes.
this cool ring that I got from
Oh, that's very cool.
my
That's cool.
lot from Cincy Picker.
Oh, cool.
It says UN Korea, and it's got inlays of red stone and green stone. I'm sorry, my camera is so bad. But it says Korea. It's got a heart-shaped stone. It looks like the center part of the heart used to have another stone inside it.
Is it sterling or something?
But
Or is it just...
after all the research, it's not magnetic, so I got kind of excited. There's no markings on the inside,
Mhm.
but these were made around 1952, 1953.
Awesome.
And this is supposedly a piece of brass shell casing
Oh,
Okay.
from like a cannon shell.
Huh.
so no, Jody wanted to know if it was gold.
Yeah, it screams gold, but it flunked my acid test. And then I got messages on RVA. No, I went to the jewelry Facebook. What's that?
Mhm.
Anya's
And
group, the jewelry.
one of them said, "Oh, my dad was in Korea and he had one of those like
Oh,
that." But not every one of them looks to be a little different.
So
They're
then
pretty
it's
rare.
so
I
then
would
it's
assume.
brass, right?
I'm like 90% sure it's brass. I may run it by the jeweler anyway.
And is brass non-magnetic?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Hmm.
It's like copper and gold and silver and
Yeah.
So what do you think it's worth?
I have no idea. I saw a silver one on eBay that had a skull instead of the heart,
Mhm.
and they were asking like $350. I don't think
Ooh.
it had sold. See, it's non-magnetic. This is a strong magnet.
Mhm.
See, if it's a ferrous metal like iron or steel, this magnet is powerful, but brass
Yeah.
and gold and silver.
oh,
So yeah, that was the first thing I did. I got this out and ooh, that looks like gold.
mm.
Yeah.
I got out
If-
the magnet and I went, ooh, it's not magnetic. Looked inside and there's no marking. I go, uh-oh. And
That's what I do with I have like a wand that extends, but it's a magnet. And if I have like a big lot of jewelry, that's the first thing I do is I stick that magnet in there and I pull it out of the lot of jewelry or whatever. I pull it out. And that's how I separate. Like I get the magnetized stuff out first, and then whatever's left is what I go through first.
So what's it worth? God, I don't know. It's like, it's a pretty rare piece. I mean,
I'd almost put it.
One of the listings on eBay put one as like trench art,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
these were not mass produced. They were just, even though some of the styles are kind of similar, this is,
I think I would definitely run it at an auction.
I don't know if I'm gonna get mine today or not.
See what you can. What do you think? You think you'd run it at auction, or you think
yeah,
just buy it now?
that's probably what I'll do.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start at like $75.
Yeah.
But
think
if it
that's a
were
good
gold,
number.
it would be about $300 worth of gold.
Right.
This Korea ring, yeah. No. But there were a couple of other silver pieces in there. Here's a kitty cat ring.
Uh-huh.
oh,
It's got the face on this side, and on the back side, it's got a little tail.
oh, how cute is that?
That's cute.
Um,
Karen says, Todd, if it was for Mel, would the gold test still come back negative?
well, if it's got the vermeil on it, you're supposed to scratch hard enough on your scratch tone to get stone to get through that, and I did. This is a sterling
Oh, cool.
That's cute.
cubic zirconia ring.
Yeah,
Offered it
that's
to
super
Gwen,
cute.
but she said, "Man, that sticks up high," and it does. It's like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It's cute
she
though.
said, I would catch that on everything."
Mm-hmm.
But
Beth, I have not got the shirts yet, and tracking still says that you only uploaded the label, and that was it.
Huh.
It's
a pair of sterling earrings.
They're nice.
awesome.
Yeah, I had some pretty good pieces in my
Oh, that's a interesting color stone.
This is a sterling ring. I have no idea what the stone is. It's kind of amber colored,
mhm.
kind of greenish amber,
Yeah.
and it's sterling. But that was about it. There wasn't a whole lot of. This one's
Yeah.
gold plated. I got excited about this one too. Is that gold? It's a 14K? Yeah. Oh, GP gold plate. Oh, dang it. 14K GP, but it's a kind of an emerald looking. It's probably a man-made emerald.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what will you do with that since it's
I'll,
just gold plated? Will you still sell it?
I'll sell it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What will you
Gold
ask for it? Like,
I don't know. $20 maybe.
Yeah. I don't know what to do about that, Beth. I mean, I'm thinking it's just gonna show up one day, and then tracking's gonna go all the way. You know, it's gonna show all the tracking points, and
so it never got scanned in at the oh wow. Oh, what's that?
It's a world figure skating pin from 1987.
Ah,
It's never been out the package.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's probably $10 plus shipping. There's some cool
Karen
things in
says
there, but
topaz or peridot.
and these are sterling
Oh, those are pretty.
out of Johnsdale. So I won't lose money on Johnsdale, but it's gonna be tough to make up a big profit out of them. And then I got a ton of just regular costume jewelry.
Yeah, that sells.
This is pearl necklace. It doesn't have a clasp, so you just throw it over your head,
Mhm.
but it's real pearls.
oh,
Mhm.
nice.
Here's a
Well,
little sterling ring.
I'm up to 30.
Wow.
Oh, awesome. Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
You go, Valerie.
I am not gonna be able. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
You're going to be
be
packing
able to-
all day.
all day, all day.
What's your promoted listings at?
Same as usual. It's a secret.
Mhm.
No, I mean I don't. It's at 16.5 or 16.7. That's what I always put it at.
Yeah.
Hey, is it my
But that
imagination?
that sale was on Poshmark though.
Is it my imagination, or are more people out walking the streets and bicycling now?
Oh yeah.
Seemed like before the C word, there was just one or two regular walkers, and now it seems like the whole city's covered up with people walking
Yeah.
around.
Yep.
True that.
Very true. Yes, Jody. I'm up to 30 items for the weekend. That's Friday through now. Yes, 16.7% is what I put on my.
So that's topaz or peridot.
Yep.
Okay.
It's pretty.
The way that I look at, the promoted listings, and I'm sure a lot of people say this, but if I have to spend $50 to make $300, I'll do that.
Right.
That's worth it. I mean, I'm just pulling numbers out of the sky, but you gotta spend money to make money type of thing,
Yeah.
and because I sell a lot of clothing, that is a saturated market, and so I need to be like on the first page. But I know that there's a lot of people that do 2%, 4%, and they do fine, but I want to ensure that I'm going to get sales, and that's one way to do it. So
Not wrong with it.
yeah, I think that is like my record for the weekend, for weekend sales, other than being on vacation and coming back and everything. But
Mhm.
yeah, 30. That's a record. Pretty happy with that. That was a bundle sale too.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
It was just two items, but it was still a bundle.
That's great.
love a bundle.
That's right, Karen.
Yeah, I didn't.
Man, you're just blinging right now.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know where that.
Blingy, blingy.
Now you need some gold in your grill,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and you'll be styling.
I sold one of those once.
Did you?
Yeah. Just like the top 6 front teeth. Sold really good. It was 10 karat gold.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could wear something that was in somebody else's mouth.
Yeah.
That just kind of, I kind of have to draw the line.
Wow.
Even if I want to be styling and profiling,
It would go with your shirt though, Valerie.
it would. It would. Definitely.
You see me rolling. I hate to control it. Happy birthday.
Well, it's somebody's birthday tomorrow.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
it's
man.
not.
Somebody's birthday's tomorrow.
Sally's gonna be 29 again.
Yep.
Yay! I don't even feel like having a birthday. I don't want to do it.
So how many days are you off now?
I mean, what?
How many days are you off?
Oh, 3.
You got 3 off. Well, at least you get your birthday off.
Yeah.
That's good.
I told the boss, I said, thanks for getting my birthday off. She goes, you're welcome. And I said, you didn't know that you did it that way, did you? And she goes, nope, I had no idea. It's just how it worked out.
That's great. That's really good.
Did somebody get a ching?
I did.
Oh, good job.
Woo!
Oh, awesome. I sold a pair of jeans that I just sent an offer on 5 minutes ago,
Get it, get it.
Very good.
and she just paid. Yay.
That's always a good thing.
So now I got 7 going out, only 23 more to go to catch you, Valerie.
You're on your way.
Think I can do that in the
Uh.
next 45 minutes?
Maybe.
I,
Maybe.
I'd say, yeah, you can try. You can
Carol
try.
says Todd pimping.
Yep.
Yep. Pimp Daddy Todd.
So I had a request on eBay from a buyer that they didn't get their package, and in their note they said eBay shipped this to the wrong address.
Mhm.
And I went back and checked my label, and no, that's the one that eBay gave me on the thing. So I should be safe. I sent the buyer a message. I said, if I get it back, I'll send it to you again, but you'll have to pay the shipping again.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
they didn't message me back yet. They're probably really unhappy, but they're the idiots who didn't put the correct address in eBay.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a lot of that. A lot of people messaging me saying, can you change this on your label and all that crap?
Yeah. Karen says Todd Peridot is the birthstone of August. I didn't know that for some reason. A good selling point.
Peridot? I don't know that it is Peridot. I mean, what do I know? I'm not a gym man.
It looks, I would say it looks Peridot. Because it's kind of like that. It's almost like a sage green.
Yeah, it's greenish.
Yeah, it's a nice green. Yeah, I think it would be good. And people are always looking for the birthstone. You know, I see something sapphire and I'm like, what? Sapphire.
Karen says Peridot is the birthstone of August. Morning, Rita.
There's an echo in here.
I know. Huh?
Oh, did you say that already?
Valerie just read that. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I was reading it. I had a text message from my son. I was reading, not paying attention at all.
That's
It's
okay.
Just wanted to make sure you knew.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
I got it. I got it. Thank you.
See, I can't do 2 things at one time.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Sally's birthday's tomorrow. You have to make sure you give all the love to Sally.
Yeah, I actually have a gift to send her, but I haven't sent it. It's like not like I haven't had anything else to do. It's still sitting on my table waiting to get packed up. So surprise, it'll be late. I have a Cindy box coming. I'm so excited.
That's fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Don't know where you're at.
She's right above you.
What's a Sandy
Oh, he
box?
went-
Is that like a male or a female part?
That's a box of clothing to sell from Cindy Watt.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It'll probably have a few hard goods in it too, probably.
Oh, you think?
That's
Yeah.
that's how she likes to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see
Yeah.
what she sent me.
She's got good stuff, man. I wish I had all her stuff.
All right, let me say 7-Eleven.
Yeah, he's got his girlfriend in there, Julie, so I'm not going in there. But I'll tell him you said hi. So it's like an olive green. The Peridot is.
Yeah, I suppose you could call it olive green.
Olive, okay. Yeah, my birthstone is my birthstone is emerald.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, happy birthday the other day.
Ugh, I'm not thinking about it.
Did you do anything?
No, well, no. I ended up driving up to the city because all that was going on with my daughter-in-law. So,
Oh,
and I did spend the afternoon with my son. It's just such a crazy situation. But so no, and then I drove back down. So I spent most of the day on the road.
yeah. I wanted to do a barbecue for, for my birthday dinner or whatever. I don't know if we're gonna get to with it being so cold out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Your daughter-in-law out of the hospital?
No,
No.
she's still in. But the baby had his first bottle yesterday.
Oh, good.
So they're able to start feeding him by bottle, and they've been able to step down his oxygen. So he's definitely on the upswing. We just got to get her
Good.
better. We've got to get her better.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just such a crazy situation because you can't.
What's the
Go.
symptoms of that? Does she have like fever and stuff?
Fever. She had fever, and she was just completely out of it. He couldn't. She went into the bathroom, and he thought she was taking a long time in there, and he went in there, and she was just like sitting there, and she didn't know what she was. She's very confused.
Huh.
So they got her back to the hospital. Took her by ambulance, and got her back on antibiotics. But they're trying to see if they can get more specific antibiotics, so they were doing more testing and all of that. But she's feeling better. She's stable in there. I think they just sent her home too soon. I think they should have kept her on. They've been on antibiotics. They both had the same infection.
Yeah.
So they've kept him on like a 7-day course. Well, they kept her on. She was on it for maybe 2 days.
Oh.
And then they sent her home with oral antibiotics, but I really think they needed to keep her there on those intravenous antibiotics. So I'm hoping it's just to pump those antibiotics into her and just knock it out of her.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, she can't. I mean, Benjamin's a week old. She's only held him once. She's only seen him once.
That's so sad.
And now Mike can't see her because he could be with her when she was in maternity. But now that she's in a regular part of the hospital, there's
that is
no
so
visitors
bad.
allowed. No visitors. Yeah.
So have they said what she has?
It was, so far as I know, it was E. coli.
Okay.
But they were looking to see. Oh, just got a text message from her.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I am feeling much better. The antibiotics they have me on are working great. they think just as long as I don't have a fever, and then they will give me the pill version to take home, they think I could be discharged tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh, good.
And as long as she went for 24 hours without a fever, she could go see Benjamin. So she could, if she had a fever yesterday morning. So if she had gone all day without fever till today, they would let her go to the NICU because she's in the same hospital.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
I
oh my
couldn't
God.
imagine. I
It's
could
been
not imagine.
it's been such a nightmare because I couldn't go see her or him really. And I did finally go up and be with him. And today I came back down because today he actually went into work for the first time. But when you're a mother, even to an adult,
Yeah.
you can't help in any way.
Yeah.
I couldn't say you go see Maureen and I'll spend the day with Ben in the NICU.
Mhm.
And I couldn't say, let me go to the NICU. He was there all by himself for hours yesterday. He got to diaper
Yeah.
the baby. That's not something you should be doing all by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's just been such a horrible, horrible, horrible situation.
Yeah.
And you feel completely and utterly helpless. So let me see. She says, I can't see Ben today because since I took ibuprofen. Yeah. So she can't see Ben today,
But maybe tomorrow.
she's on the upswing, definitely.
That's good.
And Benjamin's doing really well. So
So, positive thoughts, and, things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. And Ben, he's doing okay. I mean, have they weaned him off of the oxygen yet? He's still on the
not
oxygen.
off. They've lowered his level again yesterday.
Okay.
And yesterday I don't know if you were here when I was saying that. Yesterday he had his first bottle.
Oh, good.
So he's just starting to be able to.
That's great.
Because they've had him on a feeding tube. So he was able to. Mike said he fell asleep in the middle of it. So
Yeah.
but he was allowed to hold him, and he spent like 5 hours there yesterday.
That's great. That's great. I mean,
so, and I appreciate you guys letting me keep sending my worries and fears to you.
No,
and
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, because there's sometimes I'm like, I just have to let the squad know that I'm worried and I'm scared.
Yeah.
And then you're also calm, and so I really appreciate it. Thanks everybody in the chat. It's been a heck of a week. It's been a couple heck of a couple weeks actually.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. What else you got there, Todd?
It doesn't help.
I don't know.
When you got.
I was just wondering if this was silver, but it's not marked, so it's probably not.
Is it magnetic?
Nope. Well, wait a minute. Get the magnet back out. If I don't keep the magnet in the case, I lose it because it's little. And then it sticks to stuff. Nah, it's kind of magnetic.
Yeah.
Maybe silver plated.
Yeah.
It's a little
slightly magnetic.
Oh yeah. Yep.
There's a pull.
Oh.
There's a pull. Yeah.
So it's basically a pile of crap.
Thank you, Karen and Carol and Shirley. So magnetic means it's not.
It means it's got, for a base metal underneath the plating, it's got iron or steel.
Ah, okay.
Anyway, yeah.
So yeah, just think about all those times that you guys are gonna have, once everybody gets home and all this, stuff gets done and everything. I mean, you can have get-togethers, and I'm sure Maggie's gonna have that baby in her arms, and
oh yeah,
yeah. So it's gonna be good.
Oh Lord.
Good times ahead.
Rita says, my son had E. coli when he was 14. He got it from drinking out of the same plastic water bottle that had bacteria growing inside. Oh, crazy. Wow. Yeah.
You would never think that you would get E. coli from a water bottle.
I don't know. And I don't know what she had it for. They think she actually had it before.
Oh,
That it's probably what caused the whole thing to start in the first place. The whole
Yeah.
stuff that sent her to the hospital that caused them to do the C-section and all in the first place.
It very well could have been. I mean, that
And
could
then
have.
they were able to use his testing because he had the spinal tap and all of that. They were able to use his testing to kind of try to figure out what to do for her too,
Mhm.
because they both had the same infection.
oh crap! I gotta get these packages.
So that's very encouraging to know, Rita, that he was able to get treated for it. And
Yeah, that's scary stuff.
yeah,
And you never know if they know what especially. I mean, I know E. coli's been around for a while, but still doesn't really mean it's any easier to treat.
yeah, yeah. There's lots of options. I guess lots of different drugs they were trying, different antibiotics they can try.
Yeah.
The fun thing is they have that camera in the NICU, right in his bed. So you're like, watch. I always have the bang cam on one of my tabs, and I just keep going over.
I would too.
That's a great idea. That's a really good idea.
It is, yeah. It just sits right in his. Like yesterday when I went on around noon, I could see Mike sitting there holding him on the outside. Yeah, it was funny.
Aww.
Oh, Rita says he kept filling it up for weeks. It was scary. Wow. He just kept filling it out without washing it out. That sounds like something a 14-year-old would do.
But isn't E. coli a virus? How would it?
It's a bacteria, right?
It's a bacteria.
Oh, it's a bacteria. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that would explain it. Yeah, you don't want to drink out of mossy
No.
water bottles.
But things start growing in there, and if you're, especially if it's like a enclosed bottle type of thing, you can't. A lot of times you can't see, and if you just run, a lot of times you don't even run soap through it.
Although I haven't washed this coffee cup thoroughly in probably 25 years.
Oh my gosh.
You're freaking lying too, because I know Gwen wouldn't let you do that.
You know what though? There's some cups that you just don't wash.
This used to have a label all the way around. Town and Country. Quick,
Is that
quick
mold
Mart.
on the bottom of it there?
That's a little bit of coffee drippings. Yeah. But yeah, it used to have this. Town and Country had a blue and red logo that went all the way around the cup, and it's all washed off over the years. I've had this cup.
Sal, you're suffocating that bear.
Yeah.
I think I've had this cup longer than I've been married to Gwen.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my gosh.
Really?
Yeah, it's about, oh gosh,
One of his favorites.
it's at least 30 years old.
Wow.
Used to have a lid, but that got lost in the 80s or something. I don't know.
Why?
Why did the lid get lost? Because I can't keep up with crap. What do you mean?
No, I mean, why do you still have that cup?
Because it's a great cup. It fits right in the cup holder in the pickup.
Yep.
It's got the, a lot of mugs you get, they won't fit the cup holder. Like the,
Yep.
I got one of those big, nice, what's the fancy cup with the,
The Starbucks or something.
no,
Yeti or
Yeti. Yeah, I've got a nice big Yeti cup, but it doesn't fit in the cup holder.
Carol says Todd is just so rotten, E. coli doesn't stick to him.
Well, there may be no telling how many times I've had a mild dose of it and just didn't know it, you know.
Yep.
I don't feel good.
Must be that old E. coli.
Check
And then
your
you just
cups.
get over it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rita says I came back from the hospital. I checked his room. Oh my God, what I found in the bottle was nuts. So there was actually something that you could visually see
Oh, wow.
that was in the cup. Yeah. It happens.
Mm.
It happens.
We used to have a water bottle in the fridge, and we would all, instead of when we were real thirsty coming in from out playing, instead of pouring it in a glass, we would just drink out the bottle, you know, and
Mhm.
pretty soon cracker crumbs and all kind of crap would get in the bottom of that bottle.
Hi, Cindy Y.
It was so nice having a cold drink of water after you've been out rousting around. But yeah, that water bottle would get nasty. Look like the dog dish, you know, with all the crud in it.
Oh my gosh, Rita. Green like when a fish tank is dirty. Oh my gosh. No wonder he got sick.
Oh.
Ugh,
Good morning, Cindy Y. Oh, Lord.
that's too much. Oh, yeah, not good. What's everybody doing today?
I got a list today.
Yeah, listing.
I got list until listing is listed.
I
I
got a
did
bunch
about 15 figurines yesterday, so I got about 3/4 of them left to go.
Yeah, I got a pack.
Yeah, you have a busy day ahead.
And pack.
Valerie, are your headphones working today? Or are you going through the computer, Mike?
I don't know. My headphones, I think. Why? Why do you say that?
To me, it's just a little bit like, I mean, it doesn't completely sound like it's through your computer,
Okay.
but to me, it sounds just a little deeper than what it usually does.
Carol, stop bragging, Valerie. Hey, I can brag if I want to.
I would brag.
Let's see here. Okay.
You got grass there, Carol? You don't have snow on top of it? Yeah, it's a little muffled, I guess. It's not bad, and it's not as, you know, it's not as bad as it usually is when you're going through your computer speakers.
Check. Is that any better?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, for some reason, it is not. Let me look here.
It just doesn't sound like it's going through the headphones, and she takes her headphones off. Just Karen, they're not even out there yet. I haven't even planted them yet.
Check.
Okay, say something else.
Check.
Oh, try now.
Check.
Yes.
Check.
Yep, now you're on your headphones.
Okay.
Yeah. See, it's different.
Yeah.
It sounds better?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's good.
I've been trying to read your lips.
Really? Has it been
Yeah.
that bad?
I'm that deaf. That's what it is.
Oh. Well,
It's just it made your voice a little bit deeper and kind of like you're muffled like this.
yeah, Carol said that it sounded like I was. Can you put? Oh yeah. She said it sounded like I was talking through a tube.
Oh, Beth wants to get in. There you go.
I put the link in. There you go.
Mike said much more better.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, if there's ever a problem, like you guys can't hear me or whatever, just let me know. For some reason, it didn't.
I can hear you. I just couldn't understand you.
I can't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. Let's see. Carol said, I would brag too. I'm just jealous as hell, Valerie. I tanked myself. Yes, but you're working on something, and once that's done, because she deleted everything in her store. Like, she took all of her listings off.
What are
And
you
now
doing, you crazy bitch?
Now she's relisting, but
What?
she's making sure that she has the inventory. So she's kind of
Okay,
Oh.
doing her.
that makes sense.
That does make sense.
So,
That's a huge job, though.
it is.
Mhm.
It's a big job to do.
Hey,
There's
Beth.
Beth.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Maggie. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize all that was going on. I feel terrible. I didn't know all that.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
And I've
Look
kind of, I understand about the, feeling helpless and everything. I mean, when the twins were born, Mom went in for, she went to the doctor, like a checkup for the doctor, and they sent her straight to the hospital. And then she had to have a C-section. She had the kids, the twins were born before I was even there. I had to go the next day, so I couldn't be there for,
Yeah.
for that. And then, I think it was Caden that had to go into the NICU. He
Yeah.
had some trouble, and so and then I couldn't stay. I had to come back home, so I couldn't even really help. I did as much as I could, but I mean, that it just doesn't seem like it's enough,
Right.
And then when Emberlyn was born, it was kind of the same thing, just trouble, with her rash and everything, and but everything's good now, and getting better day by day. So
Yep. Every day's a little better than the day before.
yeah.
How's your little one, Beth Grayson?
He's fine. Mom is not doing too well right now. She's having some issues with nursing.
Oh.
And I want to tell y'all what happened to her Friday.
Okay.
He was born Monday at 8 pounds 6 ounces.
Mhm.
This is her first time to ever nurse. Okay, she wanted to try it, and they took him Friday for his 5-day checkup, and their pediatrician was not there. They had to see a different pediatrician, and the pediatrician looked at them and said, "You are starving your baby, and you cannot leave this office until he has taken a bottle of formula." And my daughter is very sensitive anyway, plus her hormones are raging.
Right.
And she just lost it. She, so the baby took the formula. He's lost 2 pounds since Monday, right? And so she goes home and Todd, just cover your ears. She can just barely touch herself, and colostrum will flow out.
Right.
And as much as colostrum can flow.
Right.
And her milk was supposed to come in, I think, yesterday. So I kept, I told her just to calm down. It was going to be okay. The doctor should have said, I think maybe this baby needs a little bit more nutrition until your milk comes in. Why
Yeah.
supplement with
Yeah.
some formula until then? But that's not what she said.
Right.
Why do they have to be so
So
Well,
now,
brazen? Yeah.
every time now she tries to nurse, she hears that.
Right.
And she's upset.
Right.
And now it's not working anymore. Now he's refusing to latch on.
Yeah. Because she's upset and they can sense that. They could definitely sense that.
Right. So
Correct.
she's supposed to go back in today to see for the follow-up from Friday. And supposedly they're supposed to see her regular pediatrician. And I told her, I said, you need to tell this guy how you were treated on Friday and how it has affected you. And I said, and you need to get another lactation consultant, because the lactation consultant in the hospital said everything was working like it was supposed to be working.
Mhm.
There was only one night he wouldn't latch on, but before that he was fine, and after that he was fine. It was just that one night. And I said, if you really want to do this, then you need to get a different lactation consultant and get, they can help you through this.
Right.
It's a head thing. And it
Yeah.
just pissed me off so bad.
Yeah.
I bet.
And I mean, is she pumping?
They told her not to pump.
Okay, she needs to start pumping.
Well, that's what I told her.
Yeah, she needs to.
So
she needs to
why
start
would they
pumping.
tell her not to pump, Valerie?
Well, they want the baby. They want her to keep trying, and that's what they.
Yeah, but
so they
she was
push.
going to keep trying and pumping. She was
Right.
going to keep trying and pumping. She said they told her not to pump.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's some
And
miscommunication.
They do that. They do that because they don't want mom to give up. They want to. They figure if they offer the pump, then that's what the mom's just going to go to, because she's just going to, she's going to give up, basically. So they try to push them into saying, no, you can't, you can't pump, which I don't think is right, because I think, I think you should have that option. And, at least they're getting breast milk one way,
Mhm.
There's not a lot of expertise in the whole lactation field. I've had so much trouble with with the girls having their babies. I didn't breastfeed at all. I didn't even pump. With both of my kids. So,
But there are people who are dead set on breastfeeding, and they're not going to put a bottle of formula in their baby no matter what.
Right.
And
Right.
they turn out fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't. So I don't understand.
But I can understand also the doctor. Not to say that the way that they came across
Yeah, the
was
way
the
it
correct
was.
way.
Yeah, it was just.
It came across probably the wrong way, but sometimes when you say something that's strong, I'm trying to find the words. I can't find the words, but that that's going to get their attention. Starving is that's going to get the mom's attention. Yes, it probably wasn't the right attention, but
I can see them doing that if
know.
they tried to tell her gently and she didn't.
right.
But to just say it that way, it's just.
Yeah.
And he's not crying.
Yeah.
He's not screaming bloody murder because he's hungry.
Right.
And then they told her that he was jaundice, which is very common with breastfed babies, but normally they take care of that before they leave the hospital.
Right.
So they had him go to the hospital for a blood test. Bilirubin came back fine. She just got all upset. And now it's like she says she can't get it out of her head.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping when she goes today, her regular doctor will calm her down enough to where she can do this if she really wants to. I told her,
She may.
if you really want to do this, Kayla, I said, then, go talk to your doctor and get this lady out of your head,
She may have to just supplement for a while. I remember when I had Jason and I joined this nursing mothers group who were like a bunch of they were those kind of, you must breastfeed and only breastfeed. It's the only thing that's good for your baby. It's the, you know, and like when he was born, I didn't have enough milk at first. And the doctor said to me, you know, just supplement with a formula. And I was like, oh my, and they made that group made me feel like I was a failure or something. And it's not a failure. It is what
No.
it is, you
Yeah.
know?
It
And then
is.
I supplemented for a while. And then after a few weeks, I had enough milk for him that was enough for him. But it took a little while to get into the, and I guess they want, the most important thing is not how much milk maybe the baby's getting, but just that act of breastfeeding and the closeness and the, you know,
Sure. The
just that,
bonding and
the relationship, the bonding
Yeah.
that you get through doing it. And if, yeah, if you have to, you know, give him a bottle elsewise, then, you know, but they put these things into your head.
Yeah. And I don't think that, you know, they probably didn't even realize, you know, what he said had that much of an effect on her. He probably didn't, you know, I'm assuming it
Yeah.
was a man.
Oh, it was a woman.
It was a woman.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, you know,
I'm pretty sure that's what she said, but
you know, just something so minute, you know, a word can really, you know, throw,
Yeah.
and especially,
you know, especially
you know,
when your hormones are raging.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So,
And,
but yeah, she should definitely, she should pump. She should be pumping, and you know, get that milk flowing, and
Yeah.
you know, she'll feel a lot better when that's done. And it's hard to find time to do that too, you know. So, but you gotta pump.
Cindy Y says her niece is only 5 days old. She is 1 pound, 11 ounces. Oh my
Wow.
God. And her mom has a high blood pressure thing they're trying to control. So yeah, definitely prayers
Cindy.
for both of those.
Yeah.
Both of those.
1 pound.
1 pound, 11 ounces. Oh my gosh.
I hope she's okay. Yeah,
Man,
I mean,
that's a baby.
they
Little-
right, Carol. They should realize, especially, you know, being a pediatrician, they should know that, you know, the new mothers are emotional, and they should be a little more, you know, careful.
First
with their,
time nursing, doesn't even know what
right
to expect, you know, like she doesn't.
Yeah, and I know when Julie had Atlas, I mean, you know, it was the first time nursing, and she was upset, and because that's what she wanted, you know, she wanted to nurse, and you know, we have this expectation of how it's going to be, and it doesn't turn out that way, and you know, but you get through it, you know.
Yeah.
You got to have support, though. You got to have support. Yeah, tell your daughter not to worry. Just keep trying. Absolutely. You know, even if it's just, you know, just that, you know, bare skin to skin, it does a lot. The skin to skin really does help a lot.
Yeah, when Mike goes into the NICU, they tell him to wear a button-down shirt so he can open his shirt, and he puts a little band right up to his chest.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Good
does.
to see you, Dottie.
That is an amazing thing that people can do, and a lot of people don't even realize that, you know, it can be mom or dad, you know, but yeah, it's completely, and a lot of that is just to kind of help them thrive and do better. So it's all a transition. You know, it's all a transition, especially if, you know, if you're not used to that. It's definitely transitional, and everybody, it's transitional for everybody.
Is La Leche League something that she should look into or not?
I would recommend it. I would recommend any kind of.
Do they have lactation consultants that can work with her, or where would she get is she going to have to?
That'd be a good place to start.
Yeah, I would recommend that. Yeah, absolutely, Carol, especially with all that's happening in the world. It's more stress on new moms as it is. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if she can get some, you know, like a group or a lactation, you know, consultant. You know, sometimes they have groups of like, you know, new moms and you know, even with that, you can, you know, give each other tips on.
Well, I was just thinking about Maggie's experience with that other group. Like, it's, you
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
don't
That was
know.
not
She,
that was not
was
the
not-
La Leche League though. They were, it
Okay.
was like a local group of nursing mothers that a friend told me about.
Yeah.
That wasn't, it wasn't the La Leche League.
And I think they're a little bit more open to the whole fact of the, you know, it's, I mean, there are still people that are like, this is the only way to go or whatever. But,
Yeah.
you know, then there's, you know, there's times where there's no way that could happen. Just like with Ben, I mean, you know, what if something happened to where, you know, she, you know, his mom couldn't, you know, breastfeed or whatever. And, you know,
Yeah, she was concerned because they're right now she's pumping, but they're dumping the milk because, you know, she's sick and she has this fever and infection. But
Right.
and she's worried all about that. And I said, you know, when you're home and when you're in your own environment in your house, you'll be able to start feeding him again, and you'll be able to, you know, work up to what he needs. You'll be calm. And then if at first you don't have enough, you just supplement. There's plenty of formulas out there. It's not harmful. As long as somebody who's loving holds them and feeds them, it'll all be good.
Yeah.
Like that's the least of the things she has.
Don't they have those, I never used them, but Todd, cover your ears again. Don't they have those little pieces that you can put on your nipple that
a nipple shield
for babies that don't like take the actual nipple, that, you know, they're used to bottle feeding? I thought there was a thing that they put there for babies that don't really.
I know that there's a shield, so the like if it's hard for the nipple, you know, if it's uncomfortable or whatever, and the baby can actually somewhat latch onto it a little bit better, so that might be, yeah.
Mike.
I don't know, Liz, what you said. They did it with my daughter in the hospital. I don't know what that means, but
probably a lactation consultant.
Yeah, and she had that, and everything's fine. But now she's out of the hospital, so it's like, who does she have now? Where does she get one? Is what I'm wondering.
I think you can.
Their insurance sucks. Their insurance is terrible.
Yeah, I think there's options. Even it may have to be.
I'd left this.
Maybe private pay, but
nope.
I mean, maybe you can just talk to them, you know, and maybe they can give, you know, instruction, something like that.
Yeah, she might be able to just.
Yeah, new moms just want to do the best for the babies. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, but I would say, you know, definitely pump, you know, and you know, there's times where you're not going to get a whole lot of milk, you know.
Yeah.
You're going to just get a couple of drops, but you just got to keep, you know, finding the time to do it.
You know, 30 years from now, she's not going to remember, and he's not going to remember that he got breast milk or not breast milk, or that she pumped it. All of this will be so completely irrelevant.
That's what I told her.
It seems so important now.
That's what I told her. I said, if you really want to do this, just keep trying. And I said, and if you have to stop, it's no big deal.
It's not.
You'll be fine.
It's just not.
Yeah.
You know, I know it is a big deal to her right now, but if it's not, you know, worth the stress.
Yeah.
I did it literally for 3 months only because when I had to go back to work, and I had no place to pump. So I was in a closet, a science closet, surrounded by microscopes and dead frogs.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of the baby and I looked at the baby and I was in there, and it just was not an aesthetic place to pump. And then my students were right outside the door, all hell breaking loose because I wasn't in there, and they had an assistant in there for however long I was in there. And it was just like, ah. So after 3 months of that, I just said, okay, this is it, man. I just can't do this,
Yeah. I struggled so much pumping for Jason when I was back at work. I think I went back to work when Jason was 3 months old. And with Mikey, I went back to work when he was 6 weeks old. And it was just my work situation was different, and I just couldn't make it work. So he was like 2 months when I stopped. And we just switched. We just went to the pediatrician, got recommendation on the best formula. We did some tweaking and changing of it till we got the right. And then, yeah. So it's, Mike says Todd does not want his hand associated with this conversation.
My youngest daughter has weaned her daughter, the 8-month-old, but she still has a little bit of milk left. And so she's still got it in the freezer. And before it expires, she's going to give it to her what's left. Or if she does get sick, but she has, knock on wood, she has not been sick since they changed daycare homes. And I think that was the issue. There were too many school age kids coming in with snotty noses and germs and passing it on to her. That's why she was sick all the time.
Cindy says,
sick, I'll just give her what's left.
Yeah. Cindy says she had a comment for Todd above, not breast related. Cindy posted again because I can't find it.
Todd, I found this is from Cindy White. Todd, I found a 1879 silver dollar in my stuff yesterday. Not sure what it's worth, but I'm keeping it. I never had one. I'm so excited.
Yep. Well, yeah. And then on condition, it's probably $30 to $40.
Yeah.
Or if it's in great condition or whatever, maybe more.
I was just lazy. Seriously, that wasn't the only reason, but
Nothing wrong with that.
I got really frustrated because, especially with Jonah, because I wanted to breastfeed really bad, and I couldn't get him to latch on, and also he had a really bad gag reflex. And so it was like he wasn't interested anyways. So I was like, fine, you're getting a bottle. And that was the end of it. I think I tried like twice. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we're not doing it this way.
I think she's got too much peer pressure personally, because all the sister-in-laws do it.
Oh, well, yeah.
I just think she feels like I'm the only one in the family that doesn't do it. And I really think that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because with her situation, having another a toddler still in diapers, and not having done this before, I think this is a real stress anyway. And
so she didn't breastfeed her first?
She didn't breastfeed the first one, no. And I think she feels left out of the family, discussion and experience, and she just feels like she's supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, I could see if it's something that she wants. If it's something, if it's something that she really wants to do, then she'll make it happen. If not, then whatever, she's gonna have to tell some people to F off.
Yeah. Jody says breastfeeding does not make you mom.
That is absolutely true.
I mean, it doesn't it doesn't make you less of a mom, or anything. I mean, yeah. But I understand. When you're.
I was bottle fed. Look how I turned out. Right.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I was bottle fed. My mother didn't breastfeed any of us.
Me and Valerie were breastfed.
Uh-oh.
What?
That explains a lot.
I said, me and Valerie were breastfed.
Hey, Sally, I don't know
think I was.
I don't know if Valerie told you, but I got you some beaver nuggets. The only thing is they may be a little sticky because they've been in my car. And so and also they're buried under about 25 coffee makers. My car is full of coffee makers, steamers, and Ronco rotisserie ovens. Like I can't even
Oh
move
my God.
anything. And those beaver nuggets are down there under that. So they may be also crumbled by the time I get them out. And they'll,
Okay.
when I mail them to you, they'll probably get to you before the shirts do.
Probably.
I like how we went from breast milk to beaver nuggets. That was
Right. So
Bum
you
crack
get everything here. You get all the information here.
from lube to boob to sticky beaver nuggets.
That's
There
what
you
Valerie
go.
gets for letting me in the chat.
That's okay. That's all right. The more the merrier.
Well, Todd was getting boring anyway, so I thought I would come on. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's all right. I mean, both of our boys started on the breast, and
Hello.
both of them got off of it fairly quickly.
Yeah.
For
Hello.
whatever reason. So most of theirs was bottle fed, but
Yeah.
both of them started for several months at least on breast, but whatever.
Yeah.
They don't
God,
come, they did not come home at Mother's Day and say, "Thanks, Mom, for breastfeeding me when I was little." Neither one of them did that, you know, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
I have 2 idiot buyers that are just driving me up the freaking wall.
Block them.
The first one bought this Burger King shirt last week and kept telling me, you know, I can't pay today. I've got paid, blah, blah, blah. It'll be Friday. I'm like, fine. Then it was like, well, now I'm not working because of COVID, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then when they're ready, then when they pay, they said, well, it's the wrong address. So I said, okay, I'm canceling. I'm going to relist it. You know, when you buy it the next time, be sure you put the correct address. So I wake up this morning, he's bought it again. He's like, it's the wrong address.
Ah.
And I said, well, I'm canceling this order as well. And so I just blocked him. Then I got this other one that I've got these, they're vintage echocardiogram training books.
Uh-huh.
And I've got them priced really high. They were my mother's. And this guy offered me $125 for them. But then he's like, I need you to call me at this number. I have just one quick question for you. And so I said, I'm sorry, but due to eBay policy, I'm not to contact you outside the platform. You know, so I countered offered under a penny. And he declined. And this morning I wake up again. He's made a lower offer of $99, still putting, I need you to call me. I have a quick question about these.
No.
So I just ended it and blocked him and sold similar. So I hope,
Oh my gosh.
I'm just like, where are these people coming from? And, you know, just, I don't know.
They're crazy people.
Why did you
Man.
feel like you needed to block them?
Because I
Just
don't
'cause
want
they're-
any more, because every time I've declined him several times because he's obviously not reading my message that I can't contact him. And then he
Right.
just keeps making another offer. And then, you know, and I don't want to leave the offer open because I want the books up there,
Right.
you know, and I don't want to just not answer the offer.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's the
so
best thing to
it's
do.
not,
with
he's
those
obviously
people.
not, I don't know what his problem is. I don't know why you want me to phone call,
There's
but
there's a lot of people that don't really know how eBay works. And I can imagine, you know, somebody just looking online, you know, probably the second time that they've ever used a computer and, you know, finding these things and then, you know, expecting, you know, to be able to call somebody and ask them a question when, I mean, if you're
well, why
already,
can't they ask the question in the message?
right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just block them.
And I guess if a buyer can't figure out eBay, they shouldn't go into cardiology anyway.
That's probably true. That's probably true. Yeah, I do agree with that. So,
I got a message this morning about a video game. He sent me a message about 2 weeks ago, said this doesn't work. And then he tried it in a different system and he sent me a message today. Oh, I put it in a little different setup and now it works great. Thank you. I was like, okay.
Alrighty.
See, this is what my tracking shows, Beth. That's it.
I don't know what to tell you, Sally. They told me that I have 1 day left to send them, and I guess they'll cancel the order. So, and you'll get a refund. So
what? I mean, can you call Poshmark and let them know that you
I
did?
already have. I've told them I
Oh.
shipped it. It's not tracking, and this has happened before. And usually, somebody gets it, and then they give me a rating. You know, they.
Huh.
I don't
That's
know. I
really
mean, I
weird.
mailed it Monday with all my other stuff, and
Yeah.
several others were pending for tracking, but they've all been delivered as of Saturday. So
Huh.
hopefully today.
Well, then if it cancels, I'll just send it to you through PayPal or something. Not a big deal.
I mean, I'm glad it's through a friend, you know, that's not
Yeah.
gonna get pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard something, I think it was D, or I don't know who it was, said something about Michigan, their system, but because you would think even though if it didn't get scanned in my post office, it should have been scanned somewhere.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
Right.
And I don't get that, but that has happened to me several times.
Well, if it's a lost item, also, Beth, you need to file a claim on that also.
But she doesn't have proof that it was ever received,
Well, no,
right?
no,
It was
but
never
like if
scanned in, right?
Mm-mm.
All it shows is that she created the label.
yeah, that's all it says.
Right.
Yeah, I put it on the counter next to the postal worker, and they scan them whenever there's not anybody in line. They just scan them.
Have you
I
gone
don't
into
put,
the
I don't put
post?
them in the drop box anymore. I just put them on the counter next to the lady, and whenever she's not busy, she scans them.
Did you send any other packages the same day that were scanned in? So
Yeah.
maybe I would go in and ask them. Maybe it fell behind somewhere, or, you
Maybe.
know, ask them if they would do a look around for it.
Yeah.
It might be still there.
It might be worth it to just go in and, you know, what do I do with this? This is all, it shows that it wasn't even scanned in, you know.
And
I don't know.
I had a package at one time. It was like at Christmas time too. It was a Christmas gift. And like 2 weeks later, I get a message from the buyer, and I looked at the tracking. It didn't even show it was scanned in. And I went into the post office, and they, no, I actually didn't go to the post office because I was going to go into the post office the next day. I popped the tracking number in online and asked for email updates. And in the middle of the night, an email update said arrival acceptance scan. So when they got notified of that request for updates, they must have looked around and found it, and then finally scanned it in and
Wow.
got it on its way.
Huh.
Well, I used to have my desk going this way, and I would throw my packages into the chair across my desk because there was a box sitting there. And so I would throw them into that box. Well, it was like around Christmas time or whatever. And there was this package that was supposed to go to somewhere in Texas, and they were having flooding in Texas. And at that time. And so the mail system was all screwed up anyways. And so I didn't even get a message from the buyer about this package. And I think I was like a week and a half late shipping it. Like it fell down, instead of it going into the box, it fell down beside the chair.
Oh,
And I was like,
Yeah.
this is late.
Whoopsie.
And so I sent it out the next day from when I found it, and it went and got there safely and everything. But because the whole mail system was screwed up anyways during that whole
The buyer
flooding
never
thing,
noticed.
yeah, it just kind of worked out good for me.
Oh, Lord. Jody has an order of 29 Barbies that's circling the U.S. They went to Chicago, New York, Kentucky, Chicago, and now New York. What the
Oh my
heck?
God. I was supposed to go to
Wow.
Cali.
That's
Oh, wow.
crazy.
Man, they went the long way around.
Yeah. They're touring.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh.
Well, I think I'm just gonna print the label out and take it up there to them. I'll let them figure this out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, shipping's been crazy. So
Yeah.
like, the past couple of packages that I've got to, they've either been late 4 or 5 days or, stuck in, certain places like Detroit or
Mhm.
wherever. And
Yeah.
so, my tracking's a bit crazy.
Carol, for the international Barbies.
They are now.
They made their way over. They must be groupies.
Flight attendants. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to have to wrap this up for this Monday. I hope everybody has a great day and get lots of sales, and I'll be packing most of the day today.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have a busy day.
Yeah, you are.
But that's okay. I
Yeah.
ain't
Good problem to
complaining.
have.
I am not complaining because that has been amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, come back
Good
to
job.
tomorrow's show and the topic will be more about breastfeeding.
Todd,
You
we talk
you have
about
to
everything. We talk
I
about
know,
everything
I'm
here.
teasing.
you need to
I'm
come with a
joking.
topic of the day tomorrow, Todd.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
let's
choose the
see.
topic tomorrow.
You got to
So
keep
did-
us on track.
Did you
Bum
beat
crack.
Todd?
What?
What?
Did you beat Todd today?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you
big
did?
time. Yeah, I got like 14 going out. Miss Thingy,
Oh.
Miss Snooty Thingy, she got like 30 going out. And I'm like, okay, I'm jealous. Okay.
I'm so happy for you, Valerie. Good job.
I am too. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Good
I
job.
did good with my 14. Yeah,
Woohoo.
that's good.
I'm
Good.
the winner.
I think I had the worst weekend I've ever had,
Really,
but it's okay.
I just need to list.
been busy with
My store
grandbabies.
numbers are still up, so I'm not worried about it. My store percentages are still up. So
That's good. That's good. Jody said we ordered an infrared thermometer that came from Jamaica, New York. It took 15 days to get here. I'm in New York. Yes, International Barbies. All right, guys. I hope everybody has a great day. Jody got 13. Woo!
All right.
Good
way to go,
job.
Jody.
We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Sales and
And I called you Liz, Jody. I'm so sorry.
have fun.